It was up 6.5 here, and today we're going to be looking at two multi-band compressors no one really talks about, but they are really good. And I did not load them on as yet. BRB. And here they are. One is no one really talks about this, but this is really good. And this is the Tone Boosters MBC is a multi-band compressor from Tone Boosters. And then this, come on, the Hornet MBC, also multi-band compressor. That's what it means. And nobody talks about these. There are very few people that talks about these, but these are really good. And yeah, today we're going to be exploring them and see what they're all about. All right, so I got this drum track with a violin on it. It goes like this. Not silent. Come on. Play. Okay, good. So, when you just doing your final mixing and stuff, or this final mixing, getting ready for master, if you want to put it on the bus, say like you put all of these on one not master track, but you put it in a bus and it says your drum bus or so, or you want to put on a you want to put it in your to help in your final master tracking or final busing or whatever. You can add two of these. Now what they do, well, this is for the people who really don't know. you know each band, let me see, band, click, active, shoot, not activate, no, demo. Okay, let me just show you default should give me something. No, drums, give me a snappy drum kit. All right, good. No, this each 1, 2, 3, 4 are compressors of their own, and what they do, they when you adjust and modulate, if you not fiddle, but when you apply these settings, they are their own compressors, and they will compress a certain frequency. As you can see right here, this shows that from 83 and down, 83 hertz and down, that's what it's going to compress. From here is from 83 hertz to 618 hertz. This is what this will compress, this section here, and so on and so forth. Is basically a normal compressor on every band. It's different to a dynamic EQ, where this is not as flexible as a dynamic EQ. Let me show you. Yes, okay, good. So this is Kirchhoff. I mean, Tone Boosters has a EQ that nobody talks about either, but I like Kirchhoff. So hit here, click here, go to enable dynamic. A lot of equalizers coming with mid dynamic. This is a little different. You gotta know what you're doing per se. Then it has its side chain, detect the side chain, and yada yada. But anyhow, this is the dynamic. The dynamic EQ. So it's different from, let me click, double click, good. This is different from this demo. Yes, it's different from this, whereas this can go, I can boost, cut, and this extremely flexible. And it is different because I can cue it. As you can see, the cue is moving, make it extremely narrow or extremely broad. This can't do that. This has the limitations of just going bam bam, up, down, but it's not as flexible as a dynamic EQ on a parametric equalizer. So I just wanted to show that. So that's the main difference. Then this has its EQ settings, sorry, not EQ, compression settings, the threshold, and this, where the attack, the release, and then if you're compressing above or if you're compressing below. That's what the range, and then it will set the range. See, it will set the range and the ratio. But this has the percentage. I don't have the let me see. I'm looking at fab filter is a good example, but my demo fab filter to run out, so I can't use that. But anyhow, it's basically this. It's basically a compressor, the same compressor settings, but it's just with, see, it's just with different frequency bands and the modulations. Bam, bam. You can set the ratio, you can set the attack and the release. Ratio, it'd be like 1 to like 2 to 1, or 3 to 1, that sort of way. It's just got the percentage, that sort of way. Anyhow, good. Click off, turn it off. Right, so basically same thing. It has upward compression, the attack, the makeup gain, and you can set it to auto. That's what A is for. And it has its knee, and you can have a soft knee. You can adjust the knee to hit that. You have a soft knee. I got to read the manual for this. You guys, the saturation. Saturation, the preamp, the width. Like I said, this is pretty cool. Pretty cool. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, let me see the features. Right, the threshold, the ratio is 4 to 1, 5 to 1, and then it has the 6 to 2 or whatever, which is basically meaning every 7 decibels that it goes over here, 1, or well, it's going to be 4. This is it. I don't want to be wrong. Like 3 to 1, 3 to 7. I gotta get the demo for this. Every compressor different? Okay, for sure. This tells you when the compressor is activated, how fast it's gonna attack. The release, auto release, right? It's gonna tell me. It's going to determine how fast it's gonna go back to the normal state when it's under the threshold. The makeup gain. Auto release. The makeup gain is just to show you can adjust so that you can hear the compression or the affected, like what the compressor is doing, that sort of way, and you wouldn't be fooled otherwise. Turn it up 6 decibels. It could go down, whatever the case may be. Then it has the you could the compression. We could hear the compression. Let me see. Click. A limiter, could turn on the limiter, turn off. Spectrum fill, like, is really feature rich. Nobody really talks about it. Just saying. I use it as is, and it's really good. Really good. Click clack. It's these are just like some of the stuff that really intrigues me, basically. So I use it a lot. I just decided, I would share it with you. This is a recent addition to the multiband compressor family from Hornet. It's almost like a smart multiband compressor. It has the auto attack release, the auto ratio, the auto threshold, has the oversampling 2 for auto, whatever auto means. I ain't sure what that means, and none. The input level, the output level, the links, I'm not sure. But then this is the standard. You can't go any more than 3 that I know about. No, it's 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I fiddled around with this for a little bit, so it's really nice. I'm just sharing. Yeah. So okay, good. So you can play the track, and we're gonna see what is what. Let's go. Where are you, transport? Here you are. All right, so as you can see, it already has the different sections and the crossovers already determined. See, and it's doing its thing, but you can't really hear it. It's doing it for the whole track. This is unmixed among you. This is just raw things I just put together. Is pretty, so it's not mixed, so you're just getting it raw. So now watch this. Turn on the auto. Like, if you want to, turn on all the autos. So what it does, there you go. I'm really not sure what it was your reference to do the auto, basically, but you can see it's doing and it's moving. I know it's a it's just really interesting. I turn it off. I could turn it off, and let's see, where's your threshold, because I don't know what determines the auto threshold, nor the auto ratio, nor the auto attack and release. All right, get done. No, it's not done yet. Bam. Okay. All right, so for the low, the attack, we carry it down to yes, to like 333. Release, leave it at that. The threshold. That's interesting. Oh, and then when you turn it, at 0. Interesting. Okay, when I go down, when I do this is what happens when it go up. Interesting. 0 decibels. Okay, the ratio, it'd be 1:3. Oh, this isn't traditional either, is it? Because it's 3 to 1, 6 to 1. Let me carry it up right up to the top 20, so it'll be like 20 to 1. Oh, 18.1. Oh, 19.4 to 1. Gotcha. The knee again, and then you got the expander, then stereo, mid side, blah blah. It sticks to stereo a lot. All right. This is the cross. Oh, excuse me. These are the crossovers. Is it? Yes, it is. Put the crossover frequency. Ain't doing the compression. Why is it not doing the compression? Threshold. Because there you go. I didn't bring down the threshold. Turn it up. Dipping a lot. Okay, fast. Ratio. Okay. Let me bring you back up. Down. Alright, start from the top again. Play. The controlling is 20, bring it down to 7, 4. This is weird. 1 to 4, we're another 1. Okay, cool. Okay, so I say I want it like, this is on the main track, so so like 5, just 13. The knee is reacting. Put it slow on the attack, so you could get some essence off of the a little slower on the release, so you could get some essence from the low part. Low mid. Set the threshold down. This is where you can see the purple line. This is threshold. So when you go down, anything in this frequency, this is weird. Can I? The wheel isn't doing anything, so I gotta drag it down, or I could type in the value. It's going to start compressing. It should be. Yes, it should be compressing. Attack, release. Oh no, it's not compressing yet. I got to right? So whenever you hit the ratio says yes. So like 1.8, basically every 1.8 that goes in over the threshold, what happened here? Okay, it's gonna come back 1. So if it goes 4, every 4 that goes over the threshold, it's gonna come back 1. You're gonna hear 1 decibel of the signal. This is just demonstration. This is just demonstration purposes, huh? So, you know, like I said, this is just a raw track, just showing you what it is. And then anyhow, you can go and do the same thing to each one right here. I don't know what institutes or constitutes the auto, the auto regional, let's say, reads the signal as it goes and then does it. I'm not sure, but yeah. Hi. Right, these are the crossovers here. Bypass. I try to make it very, very subtle, so you'll be like, huh? What you turn it off, or what you bypassed it for? You just turn it up. Bypass. Come on. Right there. Can't really hear a difference now. But something is going on there, and in a way that's how you need it to be sometimes, just to control it. If it was all over the place, out of control, well, it just toss it mix, or it mix better. But you know, if it was stronger or whatever, then you would know, you will be able to hear it. It would depend. It depends on the mix, depends on the genre, that sort of thing. All right, so let's go again. Play. All right, good. All right, so that's for that. Turn it off. Yeah, just turn it on, and I think I would have fiddled with this demo. All right, so let me go to master bus, radio 3. Bam. So these are the settings for the master radio setting. So it's like it makes it radio ready. You can hear the difference. All right, let me turn it up. Now you can see it works. It really worked its settings. No, when you having a mix like this, for those who don't have the treated room or the open back headphones, or the high fidelity headphones, or even if you mix it on headphones, and even if you have the high fidelity room, good monitoring is still vital. And it's still got it open? No, it don't. And you can use tone of balance. You can use Vision 4X, Visualizer Span from Vosenjo. These things, or even this here, if you know your curves, you could use this information here to know that you're on the right path. because without it, it's like no. As you can see, it was hitting all up in. Let me show you. Click, click. It was hitting all up in the 5 + 5 over. So it basically was clipping. A lot of overdrive would have been happening, and yeah, I know it's digital and stuff like that. You won't hear the clipping per se, but come on, when you're dealing with the mixing, because it didn't sound overloaded, but you don't want this going to the mastering engineer that sort of way. So actually that was what I was saying, to get the information so you know your curves. One, and since like you see it going in there, remember it's a compressor, not a limiter. You could turn it into a limiter if you want. That's a longer thing to do. But what I would do is just put on a quick limiter. I like this free limiter here from Air Windows. Let me see if I can get it here quickly. I like this limiter right here. Really nice. Turn it up and check. Right, you see with the limiter on, it was controlled, and then when the limiter got turned off, it went right back into the red. And you don't really need that in your life as a mixing engineer or a producer or a mastering engineer. So yeah, this is just one of the things that I would have. I just put it on the setting, and it really just worked. But when you're dealing with multi-band compressors, I don't think that you're going to be dealing with them on a one-off by themselves, unless you probably want to control certain. You can do it on like drums or stuff like that if you want to. On a final mix, yes, you can if you want to. I would advise you that there's something. Well, I never used to do it. I wouldn't mix into a multi-band compressor. Because it's going to be compressing the information all the time. So no matter how you turn up something, so you turn up, say like you have something in, I don't know, this is what is tell you. So like to like 5K. I just assuming this is like 5K, and you're turning up, but it doesn't sound any different because and then you have the multi-band compressor working and pumping in this region here, right? So it just says, well, I don't care how far you push this, I'm going to compress it down, and it's, it could mess up your mix, so you just use it for finals or use it to control the drums, or if you want control whatever instrument or whatever, you can, but I want to advise it on the final master. Even I can see the guy Warren Hart. Yes, that's the guy. He would have advised also. I would have heard him say to don't mix into a multi-band compressor because that is a potential problem. So if you want to use a multi-band compressor and you want to use this Hornet or this TB Pro Tone Boosters, not TB Pro. Oh my goodness, TB Pro is another another company. But if you want to use them, yeah, I've always final bus or individual instruments are so cool, but not the final bus, unless like you're putting it on after and you want to get some punch or control a certain element of your song, and don't forget to limit if you have your multi-band compressor really pushing, but anyhow, these are the two multi-band compressors nobody really talks about, and I probably would have spent a lot more time on the MBC than the Hornet MBC than the Tone Boosters MBC, but the results already has spoken for itself. Like I said, I use it a lot, and the presets are your friends. I just like the presets. They're a good starting point. Sometimes I just leave them on the presets, and yeah, experiment and work to suit. So if you want to do that, they got the OTT. That is from the people who made Serum. I can't remember what name, but yeah, the OTT setting really really works for certain things. But yeah, um, use them, get them, use them, and they're really good. Like Fab Filter has their own, Waves has their own. Everybody talks about the Waves and the Fab Filter and the multiband compressor, but these are just as good. They have their own features. So yeah. Anyhow, if this has helped you in any way in your mixing journey and you would like to see more content, that would help you, because the aim is to help you on your mixing journey. Uh, likes, smash the like button. Sometimes it's light up. I don't know if you can light up with this, but smash that button. Smash that subscribe. You could comment if you want to, and yeah, don't miss out on any more tutorials or likely matchups or tours, plug-in tours. Anyhow, till the next one, 6.5 out.